They were a name that many feared as the rising competition for pro teams. They were put against dozens of upcoming talents with a tiny window to enter the pro scene, yet exceeded everyone's expectations. This is the story of iLLUMiN8 crew and how these boys became the new faces of Nepal's next batch of PUBG Mobile talent. In the group stage, the skill gap between iLLUMiN8 crew and the rest of the lobby seemed just unfair, but bested by Team Leo Gangster's masterful aggression in the semi-finals. iLLUMiN8 crew was pushed to the second spot. The difference of points was just 11, but more importantly, they came to know who's going to be their biggest nemesis in their path towards the national glory. The finals kicked off and disaster struck in the very first match for i8. The zone showed no mercy for these lads and kept them chasing the circle while taking heavy casualties. Desperate to recover the lost points, i8 started the next match on 6th gear and kept taking aggressive fights. But the team kept losing members instead of gaining any solid ground. Leo Gangsters reaped the full benefit of this situation and hunted down the surviving members of i8 one by one. Leo's streak of excellent matches continued for 4 games straight, adding 2 more wins, one of which came with a staggering 19 elimination points. The risks they were taking and the confidence in those plays was sending a clear message. Leo players didn't think anyone had the capability to stand up to them. Sitting at a 66-point disadvantage, i8 knew if they wished to keep alive any hope for the final day, they needed to go beyond Leo's mammoth win in the last match. Nevertheless, Viper from the team managed to get the match to a final 1v1.
Take him down, goes for a few shots. Viper still out in the open. Still trying to fight it out. Oh, just a little peekaboo. And Viper is so well prepared. Specca, yes, has managed to lob a few shots. As Viper finds some cover behind those trees. Does have the bandage. Now it's Viper's chance to try and just bite his enemy off. Oh, this was a huge blow. And this is something that Pekka really needs to capitalize on. And really in doing so, Viper wants to lob that bandage completely out of ammunition. If he does that, that is going to be something really out of ordinary. No! That track somehow steal this winner.
Going into the final day, i8 was hanging by a thread. One early exit and they would be out of the competition. They went totally passive and started crawling their way in the zones. Nova X remained the most vigilant in these occasions. The risks he took were totally calculated, never putting his survival at risk, yet always returning with bunch of extra elimination points. He survived his way into top 3s eventually to die alone repeatedly. In match 9, i8 found themselves face to face with Lord Officials again, and a messy fight went down at the edge of the map. Nova X, the man of the hour, prevailed once again and took his team to a second place finish this time.
Down Nova, yet one more grenade could also Malaboy out and Feroz, that's a dunk.
Suddenly, with back-to-back 4 top 3 finishes, i8 rose to the second position on the table with just 26 points behind the table toppers. This shocking revelation came when Leo Gangster's day was just getting worse. With just 3 more matches to go, came i8's first chicken dinner of the finals. With the perfect high ground around the outskirts of Miltat to work with, the 4-member squad came rushing down on the struggling teams with maximum force. The IGL, Sky was not only excellent with the team's rotation and positioning, he took the match MVP title as well. This win tied their score with Leo Gangsters, and this comeback turned up the heat of the final to several degrees. In the Miramar match, i8 took a big lead by squad wiping Gorkhali Warriors and bagged a good chunk of elimination points. With i8 Vipers' 5 solo eliminations adding to the team's total of 18 points from the match, Leo Gangster was losing ground that couldn't be recovered. Leo Gangster's disastrous fall on the final day continued till the very last match as the team took an 8th place exit. i8 crew, on the other hand, took control of the entire beachside zone, and all there was left to do was to hold their ground strong and punish player who dare to cross any open ground.
This is the perfect story you can ever write on a diary. Viper taking down every single man. They own this game. They own the championship, ladies and gentlemen. iLLUMiN8 crew.
iLLUMiN8 crew showed that in nerve-wracking competitions like this, resilience is the key to your glory. Nova X, the man is truly worthy of the survivalist title, and i8 Viper claimed the elimination leader. They're now the top young team from the scene to enter the South Asia Pro Circuit, where Leo Gangsters and ASL will accompany them. But as for now, i8 crew reserves all your attention.